I was able to successfully close out another VIX diagonal call spread today. I've been in this one a little while. I got into it on July the 18th. Was able to finally close it out today. So it gave me 18 days in it. I've been very successful with these trades over the past couple of years, especially as the VIX has been so volatile. It's kind of redundant, but as the VIX has been so volatile, these trades have done really well. When the VIX stays in a level area, especially a low area, they can cause a little more problems. Typically that would be when the VIX were to spike up suddenly. These trades can get underwater pretty fast. But the way the VIX has been doing lately, I've been very successful with them. This year, I've got about a 94.5% success rate. Annualized return of 173%, and I'm normally in these about 10 and a half days. This particular trade I was in for 18 days, so it took a little bit longer. The annualized return on this one will be about 123%. I'll show you the trade sheet here in just a minute. What I did is I entered it here on July the 18th, which is right in here where the VIX was trading in this level. It's right around this 200 EMA. So that's usually a spot I like to look at to trade these. I can trade them up in this area too, but I don't like to trade them when it's below that. So I do like to see it come up to that, or at least the 21, depending on how volatile it is. I had to make my first adjustment right here, which was on July the 28th. And again, I'll show you the trade sheet in a moment. You can see my adjustments. The VIX had come down a lot. It had taken all the value out of my short option, which was good. But it also taken some out of my long option. I was profitable at this point, but I had not hit the return level that I really wanted. So what I did is I rolled out another week into August. And then right here, we had, I was doing well. It was up in here. The trade was looking good. Then, of course, it dropped down here again, and I had to roll out even further out in August in order to bring in more premium because my short options had lost all their premium. And I need to keep that premium decaying so this trade over time be profitable. I was able finally to get out of it today. I got out of it a little bit less than I typically like to. So I made a little less money than I shoot for on these trades. I have an amount that I try to make. The amount I try to make actually doesn't change based on how long I'm in the trade, so I'm still trying to make that same percentage of the original. So what it does is, as the trade gets longer out, it reduces my annualized return because I've got more days in it for the same return. But I got out just slightly below. I started scaling out of it, and I ended up putting in the wrong order, and on my second set of trades, I got out of the entire trade, which is fine. I went ahead and restarted another one. I don't really like restarting with it way down here because I can't get far enough away in my short strike and make any money on it. So I had to take a little bit less than normal in today's trade. But let me show you what we had on the trade sheet. This is the trade sheet for this trade. Of course, I number all my trades. You can see that on my YouTube page too. A lot of times you'll see these numbers. When I entered the trade, it was at 24.49. Went ahead and bought 3 of the 22 January 2023 contracts at 22. Paid $8.30 for them. I was able to sell the August 3rds. This was on the 18th, so it's about 14 days away. I was able to sell the August the 3rds for about $30. Sold 3 of them, so I gave my total risk of about $21.84. Over here, this is me just keeping up and how much money I still have in the trade, and that again helps me determine what my target is. I try to keep up with where I make my rolls, what the current price is, so I can see what's going on. But you can see on July 28th, these right here that I sold for $1.03, only worth 13 cents. So I bought them back, dropped down $2, went out a week and sold the 48s, brought in a little more premium. August the 3rd, these are now worth 20 cents, so I went out another week and sold the same strike for 58 cents, brought in some more premium. And then today, I started to scale out. I've been in this trade a while. It was already over my average. Typically when trades go long, I've noticed they tend to turn out bad or have that larger potential of turning out bad. So when I noticed that I could get out and start getting at a profit, I started closing these out. And so this was the first one I closed out right here. You know, I just bought back one, or I sold one of the January 2023 22s for 752, and I bought the 8/17/28 that I was short. I bought it back for 52 cents, and of course I sold it for 58. So there wasn't a lot of money made there, but I had made money as the time decay came out of the rest of them. I got one back. I believe that was at $7. And then I set another one to close at 705 credit, and it went ahead and hit. So again, I sold the 22 for 757 this time, and I bought back the 28 for 52 cents again. Unfortunately, I actually entered to close both contracts. So I ended up closing everything at 705. I intended to close at 705, and 710. And what ended up happening is I closed everything. I closed at 705, and 705, which again is fine. It's only 5 cents. I still had a good trade, a little bit lower gain than I wanted. Annualized gain is fine. As you can tell, I didn't trade a lot of contracts to start with because, again, the VIX was coming down and I was expecting it to go back up. And that's really something I'm struggling with right now because I'm kind of geared toward the VIX continually spiking, and haven't gotten that the past few weeks. So I'm having to adjust a little bit. I'm taking a little bit less risk because I still expect it to do that. If this becomes the norm again, then I will adjust these contracts and start trading more of them, which will increase my gain on these top contracts. If you have any questions, let me know. Questions about these or anything else I have on the site, please subscribe to the channel. Let me know if there's anything else you'd like to hear or talk about. Thanks.